Some of you, if you've been watching our videos for a while, might think that my wife and I don't believe in prayer. We don't claim that there's power in prayer, as in there's power in something a human does. Their action constitutes power, or causes this power, or makes this power, or is this power. We do believe in prayer, however, and this morning we listened to an amazing teaching about the healing of the Canaanite woman, actually the Canaanite woman's daughter, and he explained about the personal nature of that. I've done a video myself about that was inspired by that Bible passage, of course, about the relationship that happened between the man Jesus and that woman. And the way it happened, it was spontaneous, but there was a connection made. It truly was a connection made. And it caused me to think about the way he does things that are in such a personal nature. And I don't know how many times he did this, but there's a number of times when as soon as he healed somebody, he said, "Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone." You might say, "Oh wow, what a modest miracle performer." I don't know what most people think about that, but one part of it I thought just now is that it is because of the personal nature. There was reasons for a lot of his miracles, and it was to point to him as the Messiah. And as Aaron explained, he had previously said he was going to do no more miracles to prove who he was. He was done doing that. None. No more. So that means every miracle after that didn't have to do with him proving his point of who he is. So she understood that. And that goes to what goes on now. So to go back to where I started, my wife and I don't believe there's no use in praying. We just don't believe the way we used to believe. We believe it's a more personal thing, and it's not our great faith that's going to generate anything. But the prayer is about gaining intimacy with him, getting to know him, being with him. And the answering of the prayer, I don't know if I'd say it's secondary, but it's more like it goes along with that. It's part of the primary purpose, because we know that when we speak to him and we cry out to him, he is going to respond, and we are going to have intimacy. We are going to be closer to him. He says, "When you draw nigh unto me, I'll draw nigh unto you." So that's happening, and the miracle might happen. The healing might happen. The eye opening, the salvation, whatever it is we're praying for, might happen. But he's the only one who knows. He knows what's the best thing for his purpose. And I happen to believe his purpose is to save anyone who will be saved, and to be close to those that want to be close to him. So you'd say, well, geez, he healed that woman's kid. What about some other woman's kid or some other father's kid? Well, we don't know. But that kind of goes to the human attitude. We think, well, it's unfair because she just happened to be in the right place at the right time, said the right thing, and got her healing. Well, Jesus wasn't. No, Jesus was there. Jesus is everywhere. He is God. So he knows what's going on. And that's part of faith, is trusting that he will make the right decision. People want answers, and since they can't come up with them, then they go ahead and make up answers to meet their own satisfaction. That's not really faith. And part of faith is accepting that he will and has and is making the right decisions regarding everything, even if I can't figure it out. And in that situation, I think it's very clear, and I'm going to put it in the drop down. If I forget to, please comment and say, hey, Mark, put the link to that lesson in the drop down, because he broke it down, and you can see the connection that was made, the understanding, how she made a request of him as a Messiah, and he turned it down, and then she just made a request of him on her own behalf for who he was as just someone who could help her, not as the Messiah. And that's what he wants for all of us. I think he wants all of us to simply draw close to him. Lord, I need you. My heart is aching. I'm sad. I'm scared. I'm lonely. I'm confused. I don't understand things. Whatever it is. And he responds to that. And it may be some material matter, something to do with the flesh, something going on in your life or someone else's life, and that's fine. Just know that there's always an opportunity for you and him to get closer to each other, no matter what the results of that are. Because even if he answered all your prayers and did everything you quote-unquote wanted him to do, say you prayed for some person who was abusing substances and they were clean, and then they just decided to jump back in, would you say he failed you? Well, no. But you will have gotten to know your God better in that. And you will, hopefully, if you mature, you will see that you can trust him. Even if another time that doesn't happen. Because ultimately everything is between us and our God, as in us as an individual. Everything really is between me and my God. Everything really is between you and your God. And we'll never know the inner workings of all that, of other people. It's difficult enough to understand the inner workings of our own situations with him. But you can do it. And it's a thing that is gradual, and more you see that, oh yeah, that is the important thing. I know you now more. I know you more now, Lord. And that's what's beautiful about it. Because prayers answered the way you want them or not, that's all temporary. The only thing that is eternal is that relationship you have with him. And it is the most amazing thing when you get right down to it. It's even more amazing than all those miracles. And that's my thought, which went a little bit too long. In Jesus' name.